Welcome back, beer tubers. Today we're taking a look at a beer from Struise or Struise, however you want to pronounce it, and this is Pannepot Reserva. Been holding onto this beer for a long time. It's 2009 Reserva. It's a Belgian ale brewed with spices, aged in oak, and they have a story about how they originally brewed it up. They put it in some oak barrels from France. So, man, this was a pretty expensive bottle of beer, and I've had it for a while. It's about 5 years old since they at least labeled it, and the beer might be older than that. So, been waiting and waiting, and I'm like, all right, now it's time to open it about 5 years later from that date. So I got it poured out. It's a very dark red, a lot of ruby red notes, a little bit of mahogany. Yeah, it's just sort of like a Belgian style quad, I guess is kind of what they're going for with this beer. It's a very light brown head on there, which leads me to believe that there's probably some roasted barley in there. I mean, the head has a dark characteristic to it. Let's get the aroma on it. Oh wow, yeah, it smells great. This is a big beer too, and I'm not getting any alcohol after all these years. 10% ABV. Yeah, nothing on the nose. Got a lot of caramel, red apple, a little bit of like a really sweet fig or sweeter raisin notes. Those dark fruits, like really sweet characteristics coming through. A little bit of oak underneath, getting a little tannin, but huge caramel and red apple notes kind of stick out to me the most. A little bit of maybe like a chocolate note or something kind of buried, a little sweet bread in there, but really fruit forward. So, oh, a touch of cherry in there for sure. So, smells amazing. Let's dig in. Cheers. Oh yeah, so mellow, so smooth. Oh, it's delicious. Big kind of sweetness up front. The back end dries out nicely with the oak, and you know, I'm assuming they're using a Belgian yeast strain. Oh, that's so drinkable for 10%. Unbelievable. No alcohol, none whatsoever. It's very nice. The beer follows the nose so well. Up front is this big, like candied, caramel covered red apple notes. Just a sweet apple, sweet caramel, and it's just very, very nice. Very dominant characteristic up front that I haven't had in a lot of beers. You'll definitely get it, but this red apple caramel covered character is just dominating and very pleasant. Midway through, the darker fruits kind of come out. You know, that sweeter fig, sweeter raisin characteristic, and yeah, I'm getting a little like touch of chocolate in the finish, with a little bit of like a yeast spiciness in the background. Some of the wood characteristics, that oak tannin, very mild tannin character come from the French oak. Works really well with the spicy yeast character and just balances out the beer very nicely. Certainly picking up that cherry, kind of sherry note, so it's like a very pleasant oxidation type of characteristic, or it could be coming from the malts, not sure. A little bit of spiciness, almost like a cinnamon, clove aspect to the beers in there. That adds a really nice complexity. There's also almost like an orange citrusy note in there, which is kind of cool. And I don't know what spices they're using. If they're using coriander, it could add maybe a slight citrus characteristic. I'm not sure where that's coming from, but yeah, it's a little touch of citrus in there. Really cool beer. Man, I am glad I waited to open this when I did with 5 years of age since the bottling date, because this is phenomenal, world-class beer. Just unbelievably easy to drink for 10%. And yeah, highly recommend the Struise Pannepot Reserva. A+ for me, world-class stuff, up there amongst the best. I mean, it's hard to really compare this beer to a lot of, say, like the Trappist ales. Maybe the closest one might be the Oak Age Quad from La Trappe. That's kind of, you know, another Belgian brewery that's kind of doing something similar. But wow, phenomenal beer. I'm not going to drink any more on camera because I'm going to sit down and enjoy this one. So it's going to wrap it up. Until next time, please comment and subscribe. Cheers.